30 seconds now. Seconds.
The NFL on CBS. Today's game is sponsored by Light Beer, everything you always wanted in a beer and less. Ford and your Ford dealers, who bring you the better idea cars and trucks for the 80s. And by Radio Shack, the nationwide supermarket of sound, your electronic Christmas store.
From the Silver Dome in Pontiac, Michigan, it's the NFL on CBS. Today, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Detroit Lions. Hi, everybody. Kurt Gowdy, Hank Stram. The Lions here today at home are trying to break a 6-game losing streak. But the bigger impact of this game, Tampa Bay, a 2-game lead, a young expansion team, undefeated in their own division, trying to roll to a playoff berth. And it looks like they have an excellent chance of it, Hank.
Yes, they have, and I think everybody is very obviously aware of the fact that they're playing terrifically well defensively, and they're doing a good job offensively, considering the fact they have a young quarterback like Doug Williams, who is a great prospect. But I think the success that they have enjoyed is due mainly because John McKay is calling the plays. They've only thrown 13 interceptions, 6 sacks, which is terrific.
All right, let's go down in the field now. We're about ready for the opening kickoff.
Okay.
Tampa Bay will kick it off. The Lions won the toss. They elect to receive. O'Donohue will boot. Johnny Arnold and Ken Kellicott are back for the Lions. And here we go. Up to the 15, to the 20, Kellicott. Oh, that's Arnold. Arnold drives his way over the 30 and is piled up on his 31-yard line. And downfield to make the tackle is Nafziger, a reserve linebacker for Tampa Bay.
Arnold took that kick.
Put it on the 32-yard line. There's the offensive line. Baldschweiler. The tackles. Dorney is especially, watch him today, a rookie. Bollinger and Terry at center. Como quarterback. Kane and Robinson, a surprise, are the starting running backs. Scott, Washington, and Hill are the receivers. First down, Como throws. It's out, and it's complete at the 48-yard line. Mike Washington covering the play. A reception by Freddie Scott, who's the leading receiver in the Lions. He's caught 33 this year. That's his 34th reception.
Kurt, they start right off working on Mike Washington. That was a play-action pass to the split inside, to the left, and Scott just went right down at Washington, got him turned, broke in front of, and an excellent-looking possession-style play on 1st and 10.
48-yard line of the Lions. Jeff Kumlo, a rookie from University of Delaware, barking no signals. And there's a great penetration by the starting nose tackle, Randy Crowder, who hits Rick Kane and drops him for a yard loss. Tampa Bay uses a 3-man front. They'll have Wally Chambers and Leroy Selman as the ends. Kohler is not starting. Randy Crowder is a late choice to open there. 4 good linebackers: Lewis, Selman, Wood, and Johnson. And the secondary, White and Washington, the corners, Cotney and Browner, the safety men. Second down, 11. Lions ball, their own 47. Just underway. Kumlo again, right down the middle it goes. That's the tight end, Hill. He's at the 45, and he's run out of bounds on the 42-yard line of Tampa Bay. Cedric Brown, the free safety, took him out.
That was a slot formation to the left, Kurt. They cleaned out the outside, got good depth on the part of the linebackers, and then David Hill, the tight end, just came across underneath the linebackers, was wide open. You see him going to the outside, a good block downfield, and a nice looking play again for the Detroit Lions.
Monty Clark has laid the rule down this week. He said he's tired of losing, a 6-game losing streak. That's Scott going in motion. And cutting back is Rick Kane over the 40 to the 37-yard line of Tampa Bay. He had some blocking out in front with a pulling guard, Russ Bollinger. Cedric Brown, the free safety, made the hit. Jeff Kumlow, 23 years old, the highest interception ratio. 6% of his passes have been intercepted this year in the National Conference. He's completed 51%. He's thrown 9 touchdown passes. It is now 2nd down, 5. The Lions on the Bucs 37. That's the fullback there. Kane again. Kane ripping in there. Rick Kane, San Jose State, 3rd-year player, tackled by Richard Wood. Telecast presented by authority of the National Football League, intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the Lions and the National Football League is prohibited. Well, they're on to 36 of Tampa Bay. 3rd down and 4. Tampa Bay's very good defensing against 3rd down plays. They're 3rd best in the league. And we had a movement there by Russ Bollinger, the right guard. That'll cost him 5. A legal procedure.
False start, offense 73.
That's Bollinger.
Yes, they have some kind of a signal indication to make the split end go in motion to the right side. You watch him, watch the right guard go prematurely. Bollinger.
Number 73, offense, 3rd down.
All right, it's 3rd and 9. You think they'll change the call, Hank?
No, I don't think they will. I think they'll probably try to hit the tight end, Kurt, or possibly one of the backs on this particular play.
41-yard line of Tampa Bay. Here's the line of scrimmage. No score, early 1st period. Kumlow looking, wide open. He has him inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. And that is 87, Fred Scott, who's caught his 2nd pass of the game. He got in front of Mark Cotney, the strong safety.
Yes, he kept the backs in for maximum protection that time and looked to his left, threw the ball on an inside pattern to Fred Scott. A beautiful catch in front of Mark Cotney, and another nice looking play for Detroit.
Rick Kane, Bo Robinson set behind Kumlow. Scott in motion. He'll throw again. There he is. That's Hill, the tight end. 8-yard line. Brown hit him there. David Hill, the tight end, got open, and they're finding the seams in that Tampa Bay secondary.
That's a good observation, Kurt. That's exactly what they're doing. They're sending men in motion to spread the zone as much as they possibly can and then try to hit between the backs and the linebackers. That time they were very successful, hitting David Hill right in the seam, right in the cavity, and it's another big play for Detroit.
Right now, the Lions share the worst record in the league with San Francisco. They've each won 1 and lost 9. 1st and goal. Lions took the opening kickoff. From their 32, they marched to the 8-yard line. Here's the pitch to the 10. And it's Kane running it short of the 5-yard line. He was taken down by Leroy Selman. A very seldom run to Selman's side, number 63. Selman was voted the defensive player of the league for the month of September.
Bo Robinson that time really made a great block on Mark Cotney, number 33, and for that reason they were able to make some yardage on the inside. One thing that's very important as we go along in the game, as great a defensive end as Selman is, he gets great penetration. Trapping him in chambers should be very easy to do as we go along in this game.
2nd down, 7 for a Detroit touchdown. Robinson, 5, going ahead. He's flashing in there.
That was a trap. That was a trap I just mentioned. The left guard, Homer Elias, trapping to his right. Watch him pull to his right. They trap inside, but the back goes outside because the defensive end, Chambers, came to the inside. They couldn't trap him. They went outside of him. Number 32, Rick Kane, did a good job, but it was kind of an impromptu play with Bo Robinson doing a good job of running and ramming the ball in for the touchdown.
68 yards, 9 plays. Ricardo's kick is up and good. The Lions don't look like a 1-19 at the opening of this game. They were fired up and drove right down the field. Now they'll come back to kickoff, and we'll see how Tampa Bay does. With a score, 7-0 Detroit.
Okay, men. When we see the ambassador's Mercedes, we roll.
The surprisingly affordable Granada, sometimes mistaken for a Mercedes.
There he is. Roll.
Albert, are you speeding?
No, dear.
People in Washington sure are friendly.
I think they like our new Granada.
Are you sure this is the way to the Applebaum's new house?
I hope so.
Oh, look, Albert. They bought a Colonial.
The 1980 Ford Granada, a modern American classic.
This Christmas, thrill the kids with exciting computer cam toys from Radio Shack. A great gift idea for boys and girls. Comes with changeable cams for 6 different driving maneuvers. Straight, zigzag, circle, square, and more. Action-packed fun, battery-powered safe, and they're gift priced. The Radio Shack truck just $5.99, and the Racer only $4.99. Detailed replicas of the real thing. Keep 'em truckin' with the computer cam truck and Racer. Only at Radio Shack.
All right, a kickoff by Ricardo. And Ragsdale, number 23, is on the 5-yard line. That's the story of the opening drive of the game. Ricardo doesn't usually onside kick. And it's bounced around. Lions on it, but I believe it was touched before it went 10 yards.
Yeah, it didn't go 10 yards. Very obviously it didn't. And then the official down on the play, and it looks like he's really hurt.
Wild scramble for the ball. Let's watch it. There it is.
That ball must go 10 yards before the offensive player can touch it and recover it and maintain possession. That time he did not do that.
Oh, was he hit? That's a clip.
Bob Wortman.
I never saw a clip like that one on an official.
Bob Wortman is the official who was down on the play.
Another angle. Now watch him here.
Watch this. Follow the bouncing ball.
There he is standing there.
Ooh.
Oh, boy, is that a number 38. Number 38, Lawrence Gaines, big fullback out of Wyoming. Belted him, not, of course, purposely. He's trying to scramble the ball. And down for Tampa Bay is Johnny Davis. We had two 38s involved.
5-yard penalty, free kick.
That's a short free kick. They'll be penalized 5 yards, and they'll kick it off from the 30-yard line. Let's look at this from the end zone. Remember, it must go 10 yards, an onside kick, before they're eligible to recover it. And this is only about 8 yards. Up with that ball was number 67. Now here's where Wortman gets it right there. He's going to have a sore back tomorrow or even tonight.
That's tough enough when you have pads on to get that kind of a blow. Without pads, he's going to feel that tomorrow, I'm sure, but he bounced right back up and seems to be in good shape.
One of the reasons that the officials take a hard conditioning course, in fact, the year around, is not only to keep up with the game on the field, but to get out of the way, to make quick starts, to avoid injuries like that. Of course, Wortman couldn't see. He was blindsided from behind. But many times they have to scramble quickly to get out of the way of a charging player.
Here's that same shot again. Boy, that's a real blow.
It's a way to get a ruptured disc. But he seems to be all right. A couple scores coming up here for you. Houston leading Oakland 7-0 in the first period. Pete Johnson on a, oh, wait a minute, that's Earl Campbell, who else, on a 1-yard run. Cincinnati over the Chargers. Pete Johnson, the big fullback, on a 1-yard plunge. 7-0. Two early scores there. San Diego tied for the top in their division, the West Division, and Houston a game behind the Steelers. That's a big game for Oakland, Hank. Another loss for Oakland could really sort of evaporate their playoff chances, their wild card.
Yes, they started off well, sagged a little bit early, and then got some momentum, and it's very important for them to maintain that momentum if they're going to stay in the race in the Western Division.
Now Ragsdale's on the 10-yard line for Tampa Bay. This is a boomer. Ragsdale takes it on the 7. 15 to the 20. Spun around. Flags are down. Still going. Over the 25. I can tell you right now, all week Monty Clark has let erupt his unhappiness and his frustration. And this club is out here, the Lions, fired up today.
Yes, they are, and it's obvious the way the specialty teams play. That's usually a pretty good indication, Kurt, and they're really excited and very enthusiastic covering these kicks.
We have illegal use of the hands against Tampa Bay. They'll spot it on the 15-yard line of the Bucs.
Offensive holding, number 53. First down.
That's called on Rick Bonus. And the old Steelers up on top, 7-0. They always smell that money the last half of the season. They're rolling. Doug Williams, the quarterback. He's given up only one interception in these last 3 games. Ricky Bell. Bell is ridden out of bounds after a 2-yard gain by James Hunter, the free safety. Here's the offensive lineup for Tampa Bay. They have Rivas, Horton, Wilson, Roberts, and Hanna in the offensive line.
Second and 8.
Williams, a quarterback. Rick Burns replaces Eckwood as a starting running back along with Ricky Bell. Owens and Higgins, the wide men. Jimmy Giles is the tight end. Second down, 8. Tampa Bay on their 17. The tailback Burns has it on a draw, not much. Doug English whacked him there. They'll spot that one on the 18, 19-yard line, 3rd and 7. Purifoy at left end, Elam at left tackle, English at right tackle, Bubba Baker at right end. Gary Cobb had just replaced O'Neal on this upcoming play at left linebacker. Fantetti, a rookie, is in the middle. Harrell, the right linebacker. Parkin is in now as the 5th back with Williams, Bradley, Allen, and Hunter the secondary. 3rd, 7 for Tampa Bay. Doug Williams flares it out to Ricky Bell to the 20. Makes his move. Trying to get to that first down. I believe he's short. He's out on the 24, and he's taken out by Walt Williams, 21, the left cornerback, and Dave Parkin, the free safety. So the kicking team comes on.
He just goes back in the pocket, a very high percentage pass. They don't want to take any chances down to that end of the field. Ricky Bell goes inside, then outside. He knows where he has to go, but he just can't quite get there for the first down.
Punt formation. Tom Blanchard, who's averaged 40.4 yards a kick. They'll do the booting. Blanchard has 3 straight games averaging over 40 yards a kick. This is a fellow that my cohort, Hank Stram, talked back into pro football. He was going to quit, and Hank talked him out of it. Is that right, Hank?
Yes, that's right, and he's an excellent kicker, and he's just kind of coming into his own right now, but he did a great job for us at New Orleans and will continue to do well here.
Johnny Arnold and Ken Callicutt, double safety for the Lions. Callicutt near side, Arnold far side. Kicks away, a nice one. Arnold, a rookie, takes it on the 30 of the Lions. 35. Flags are down and stopped at the 37. We're seeing a lot of flags this year on kickoffs and punts with a new rule about blocking below the belt, or
Arnold took that kick.
illegal now on kicks. That's what that one is. That's a clipping. Bob Frederick, the referee, has called clipping against the Lions.
is very tough to block a moving target. Kurt, as you know, as it's speeding down the field, and you only have about 2.5 yards hitting area, the waist to the head.
Personal foul, clipping number 48 on the return. Your first down.
Eddie Lewis committed the foul. And before the Lions put the ball in play on their own 20-yard line, the score, Lions 7 and the Buccaneers nothing.
Gentlemen, tonight we're brought together here by two dudes we all love. Good food and right here from Miller. I want to take this opportunity myself. I tell you, I don't get no respect.
Gaston, je dis saignant. Si elle est pas saignante, what is it?
Meatloaf sandwich and a light. Gentlemen, as we all know and appreciate, light has 1/3 less calories than a regular beer, and it's less filling.
But the best thing is it tastes great.
Less filling. Gentlemen.
Hey, Deacon, pass the roll. Hey, Charlie, that's my beer.
No, this is by your Bronco. This is my Bronco.
That's my beer.
What's wrong with you guys?
Hey, Bubba, you want the peas?
Ooh, you gonna eat all that?
Just showing off.
Gentlemen, in closing, I'd like to think I speak for all of us, but I say if it wasn't for Light, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Hey, you're proud.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Wednesday, CBS presents a special 3-hour motion picture event starring Richard Thomas, Ernest Borgnine, and Patricia Neal. All Quiet on the Western Front, Wednesday.
We have 8:51 to play in the first period. Jeff Comlow brings his team up on its own 20-yard line. The running backs are Rick Kane and Bo Robinson. A rookie and a third-year player. Robinson's a rookie. Comlow will throw. Out it goes on a screen to Robinson. 25 and falls forward to his 27. Well executed. He let him pour in there on him and set the screen up. 7-yard gain on it. Here's Miami leading Baltimore 7-0 in the first period.
You know, that was a good-looking screen pass. It was a misdirection screen. Another score, Washington 7 over St. Louis, 7-0.
Riggin just ran, and the Raiders have come back to tie up Houston with Stabler throwing 23 yards to Ray Chester, who's having quite a year. All right, 2nd and 3 for the Lions. That's Robinson. Down he goes, and a good hit there by number 57, the left outside linebacker, David Lewis from the University of Southern California. He's a terror as an outside linebacker. That spots the ball back to the 24 of the Lions. They'll have a 3rd down, 6.
You know, that play did not work because Rick Kane, number 32, was trying to block David Lewis to knock him outside. Had a pretty good block on him. But in spite of that, the back ran outside instead of running inside, and that's why he lost yardage on the play.
Gene Washington, Leonard Thompson, wide receivers are bringing in the plays from the bench. They're alternating. Washington just brought the play in. 3rd and 6. Comlow down the middle, right into the hands, and then lost the ball. Cedric Brown lost the ball to Fred Scott. It should have been a cinch interception for Tampa Bay. Look at Brown shaking his head, and watch this.
He threw the ball right into the teeth of the coverage. Cedric Brown, in the process of trying to make the interception, was so concerned about finding a place to run, and then he got the ball bumped out of his hands by Richard Wood, 54, and Fred Scott was very alert and made the reception.
Another angler. What a way to make a 1st down, Hank.
Isn't that incredible? Look at that. He threw it right in the coverage.
Here.
Brown makes the interception, it looked like, but it was really knocked out of his hands by Richard Wood.
Quite a handoff. That's a 2-yard plunge by Bo Robinson. Wally Chambers makes the hit on him on the 45-yard line of the Lions. It'll be 2nd down, 8. Bo Robinson from West Texas State, 225-pounder. He has averaged 3.7 yards, 195 yards. The Lions don't have anyone up there high in their conference or the league in individual highlights. 2nd and 8. Look out, he ran into his own blocker that time. They're going to lose ground. Rick Kane, Leroy Selman just stood there at the right end position after Kane ran into his own pulling blocker.
But what really happened on the play, Randy Crowder, number 71, got penetration. Here you see him getting penetration right here. And for that reason, he knocks off the guard. The back is desperately trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's finally tackled, and Crowder is in pursuit from the backside. But the reason it didn't work is Crowder came across the line of scrimmage and got penetration on the play.
They lost a yard. It's 3rd down. 9 to go for the Lions. 3rd and 9. 7-0. Lions ahead. First period. Good time. Over the head of Freddie Scott. Scott was well covered that time by Mark Cotney, number 33. And it'll be punt formation now. 4th and 9. Doing the kicking will be Larry Swider, S-W-I-D-E-R, Pittsburgh. He had a look by the Tampa Bay Bucks, who did not keep him. And he's averaging 40 yards a kick. Danny Reese is the safety man. Southern Cal. And of course, in the Silver Dome, no wind. What a beautiful stadium this is. They're going to play the Super Bowl here in '82. Maybe a blizzard outside, but it'll be a comfortable Super Bowl game. Reese on the 14, the 20, 25, still going, and dropped on his 28 or 29 yard line. He'd averaged 6 yards a punt return. That was a good one. So Tampa Bay has the ball. They're trailing in this game. 4:53 in the first period. 7-0 Lions.
Spread your wings. Introducing the new 1980 Thunderbird, a Thunderbird of new contemporary size that shows its elegant heritage wherever you look. And with its new size and a new 4.2-liter engine, this Thunderbird has excellent estimated gas mileage and also offers the first automatic overdrive option built in America, a new engineering breakthrough. The new size Thunderbird, a better idea for the 80s.
For every part of your life, Nationwide.
At Nationwide Life Insurance, our agents know that when you're just starting out, you can't afford a lot. Yet you need thorough protection and something more. Life insurance capable of growing as your responsibilities grow to make sure every member of your family will always be properly protected. Nationwide Life Insurance plans for every part of your life.
Nationwide is on your side.
Tampa Bay inside today, next Sunday outside at Tampa Stadium against the Giants. You'll see a marvelous young rookie quarterback, Phil Simms, with the Giants in Tampa next Sunday. Hank and I will be there to watch that one. Look at this hole for Rick Burns. He drives over the 35 to the 36-yard line where he was hit by James Harrell, the right linebacker. Rick Burns, the rookie from Nebraska.
It was very obvious on that play that Doug Williams changed the play on the line of scrimmage. It was an overshifted defense, which means that the defense overloaded to the offensive right. He saw the hole on the left side, changed the play at the line of scrimmage, and hit the seam, and it was a nice gain on the play.
2nd down, 3. Tampa Bay on their 36. Look at Ricky Bell roll over the 40, and out he goes to the 43. First down of the game for Tampa Bay. Harrell hit him again. Ricky Bell's right up there among the leaders in rushing. Peyton leads the conference, 1,113 yards. And O.J. Anderson, Montgomery of the Eagles, Campbell, Dorsett, and Bell. 6th in the National Football League is Ricky Bell, the former USC All-American. Gay has gone in the left end. O'Neill's come out.
They should go right.
Going to pass out to the sideline. Number 81, Isaac Higgins. They miss him. Luther Bradley was over there to cover. This is a holding against Tampa Bay coming up also.
You know, that time they were so concerned about stopping the weak side play that they overshifted that way. The hole was to the right side, but they threw a pass, and it was open, but it was just thrown up above and fell incomplete.
The Lions will accept the penalty. That'll shove Tampa Bay back, but they'll have a first down coming.
Offensive holding, number 61, first down.
Greg Roberts, the rookie, the guard from Oklahoma. As you take a look at the dome, 35 degrees and sunny in the Silver Dome. It's outside, sunny, and outside it's 35, it's 75 inside. That's better. First and 20. Tampa Bay's 33-yard line. Morris Owens in motion. The pitch to Ricky Bell. Play is piled up. A good move there. Baker made the hit, but they had the play piled.
They had Bell in the backfield all by himself that time. They had a triple wing to the right, which means 3 people on the right side, sent him in motion, but they did not block the outside linebacker on the play, and for that reason why they made the tackle, and it wasn't nearly as crisp as it looked like it might be when the play first started.
They really lost a yard. It's second down, 21 to go. Parkins in as a 5th secondary back. Ed O'Neill, a linebacker, comes out. Bell and Jerry Eckwood's in the lineup now. It's out to Bell. Bell's at the 35, spun around out of bounds on his 38 by Dave Parkins. Well, they're covering long, and the young quarterback Williams goes for the short stuff, what they give him.
You know, I mentioned early in the game that it's very important. The success of the football team offensively, I think, is really predicated on the fact that Johnny McKay is calling the plays. He doesn't put his team in a position where they take undue chances and put undue pressure on their team. They do a lot of high percentage, low risk things. That was a great illustration of it. They got a little bit of it back, but they don't try to get it all back on one play.
Rick Burns replaces Jerry Eckwood. 3rd and 14. Going after him, and he can move. He throws that ball deep to Owens. No good. And it was covered by Dave Parkin, number 44. Owens is arguing he was interfered with along the sideline. But the official said no. He was covering, and he was going for the ball along with you.
Yeah, I don't think there was any pass interference on the play, Kurt. He jumps out of the pocket, and that's the nice thing about Williams. He's got good range, a great arm, but in conjunction with that, he moves well. But they were both trying to make an honest attempt to make the catch, and the ball was thrown to the outside and had no chance to be a successful play.
Punt formation. Blanchard will boot to either John Arnold or Ken Callicutt. Look out! They block it. Lions have the ball. They came in from the right side. Flag is down on the play, though. That was Leonard Thompson who blocked it. Came in from the right side, and the flag is down. Boy, he came in there like he was shot out of a cannon. Look at him coming in there, 39. Ooh, and he hits him.
He had a free shot, Nobody touched him. He took the proper angle, but there's a penalty against Detroit on the play.
That wipes that one out. And a big sigh of relief over there in the Tampa Bay bench. That puts the ball now on the 44-yard line of the Buccaneers, and they have a 4th down and 9.
Defense, offside, number 39. Down.
No wonder Thompson got such a good start, Hank. He was offside.
Yes, he looked like he came off the starting blocks. He got in there so quickly.
Blanchard poised to punt. Back on the 10-yard line are Callicutt and Arnold. He kicks away a low one. Callicutt on the 18 to the 20. And the Bucks get down there and cover that kick, and it is Billy Cesar who's on it. Well, we have 2 minutes, 17 seconds remaining in the first period here. And the score still Detroit 7, Tampa Bay nothing.
America, the world is waiting.
Healthy spaces, glowing faces, a life that's full of life.
Your world is waiting, and Visa is there.
You're traveling, you're moving, you're giving more to life.
Wherever life is good, you're making it better. And Visa is there for traveling, shopping, and cash. Visa is the most widely recognized name in the world. Visa, we're keeping up with you.
Trying.
Avis built its business on one simple thing: trying harder.
Keep on trying, America. The effort is really everything. We keep on trying, America. At Avis, we don't give up. Trying.
By trying harder, we changed an entire industry. We're not about to give it up now.
Next Saturday at 4:30 Eastern on the CBS Sports Spectacular. The action's on the lane and in the water. You'll say you saw it on CBS Sports.
That's our score here. Lions ahead 7-0. St. Louis, Washington tied 7-all. Touchdown by Theodis Brown has tied it up for the Cards. Oakland and Houston tied up in the first period. Cincinnati 14, San Diego nothing. Ray Griffin picked off a pass. That's Archie's brother and ran 95 yards for a touchdown. Lions ball with Kane and Bo Robinson set behind Jeff Comlow. That's Kane getting outside to the 25, and he's spilled there. Number 45, Jarris White, the left cornerback, nipped him around the ankles to knock him off his feet. Spot the ball on the 29.
Mark Cotney, that time 33, the strong safety, had a chance to make the tackle at the line of scrimmage, but missed the play, and for that reason he was able to make some extra yardage on the play.
Second down 4. Lions ball, their own 29-yard line. They started from the 23. Out of the eye, fumble. Comlow's right on it, though. On the exchange, they got messed up. That'll cost them.
Larry Terry and the quarterback, a bad mesh between the quarterback and the center. It's the center's responsibility to make sure he gets the ball up there to the quarterback. It looked like he was a little concerned about blocking Randy Crowder that time and got the ball up there improperly, and it was fumbled.
They have a 3rd and 6 from their 27-yard line. Lions have lost 6 in a row. Last year they had a 5-game losing streak. Everyone looking for the pass. Good pass blocking. It's complete. Fred Scott has it. That's his 3rd catch of the game. And he's brought down by the right cornerback, Mike Washington. He ran straight down and then crossed over and had inside position.
There's a flag down on the play, however. It looks like it might be holding against Detroit. A nice looking mesh here on the pattern. An inside pattern to Fred Scott, as you described, Kurt. But it's all to no avail. It looks like Detroit was holding on the play.
They'll call it back. Talking about the Lions losing streak, their 6 losses in a row is their longest winless streak since 1968. And it's their longest pure losing streak since they dropped the final 2 games of 58 and the first 4 of 59. And they're moaning here in the Motor City.
Offensive holding, number 76, 3rd down.
Oldeschweiler, the left tackle, held. That puts the ball on their own 17. 3rd down, 16. 7-0. Lions leading. 47 seconds to go in the first period. They run the draw play, and the Buccaneers pile it up. Rick Kane taken by Dewey Selman. The inside linebacker, Randy Crowder, and the crowd boos. They wanted to see a pass on 3rd and long. That brings in Larry Swider as the punter. And the safety man will be Danny Reese. Danny Reese does not like to fair catch the ball. He likes to return them all. Out. They nearly blocked it. Reese runs up on it. 42, 45, up to the 50, and dives into Lion territory. And will go down on the 47.5-yard line. Ken Fantetti, the rookie linebacker, and Morrison covered the play. Early here, as the quarter's over, 7-0. The Lions in the lead at the end of the first period.
Next August, I'll be an air traffic controller. control it. Guaranteed.
10 months from now, I'll be training in electronics. Guaranteed.
Even if you're still in school, you can join the Army now and take up to 12 months to report for duty, with your choice of training guaranteed in writing.
Next September, I'll be in Europe. Guaranteed.
This is the Army, and we're giving guarantees. Call this toll-free number now.
The car, the 1980 Mustang. The place, Ford's Test Track, Dearborn. Mustang proves itself a sports car for the 80s. The U.S. Auto Club tested Mustang for acceleration, for cornering, for steering response, for braking, for overall driving performance. The result, Mustang is certified by the U.S. Auto Club as a sports car. Sports car performance, impressive fuel economy. That's Ford Mustang, a sports car for the 80s.
Remember this, a Rhine wine by any other name is not the same. Next time you wonder what white wine to drink, think of Gallo Rhine.
This is Kurt Gowdy and Hank Stram, Silverdome, Pontiac, Michigan, as we open the second period. First down for Tampa Bay on the 48-yard line of the Lions. That's Burns, and the rookie is to the 41-yard line of the Lions. That's Al Baker who brought him down, and Jim Harrell, the right linebacker. It is Buffalo 7, the Jets nothing in the second period. Mike Collier on a 1-yard run for Buffalo. Second down 3. Rick Burns and Ricky Bell are the setbacks. In the eye, behind Doug Williams. Burns again, diving over the 40 to the 39-yard line. Doug English, the right tackle. Interesting story here. Jerry Eckwood, the rookie from Arkansas, got off to a rapid start. Then he fractured his wrist. Hank and I did the game when he played the Giants at the Meadowlands in New Jersey. And you could tell that wrist was bothering him and catching the ball. And I think, running, he was unconsciously afraid to get hit there. He hasn't been as effective the last 2 or 3 games. So John McKay decided to replace him today as a starter with Rick Burns, and Burns has run hard. Third and a long yard to go for Tampa Bay.
Looks like they're going to run right.
And they do. That is Johnny Davis. He gets the first down. Johnny Davis, who they like to put in there out of Alabama on short yardage, and he picks it up. He was horse-collared by James Hunter, the free safety.
It's a very simple, basic play with man-on-man blocking. Ricky Bell is leading the play on the outside. His responsibility is to block the cornerback, which he does. Davis gets some pressure from the inside, but he makes enough yardage for the first down. At least it looks that way. They're talking about it right now and going to make a measurement, but it looks like he made the first down. Don't you think so, Kurt?
I thought so, but these old eyes might be deceiving. I thought he made it by a yard, and he did. I don't even know why they measured that one. It was obvious. So that'll give Tampa Bay a first down on the 37-yard line of Detroit. And Houston's gone back out in front of Oakland 14-7. Pastorini, who says his arm is gone, threw a 55-yard pass to Ken Burrow for a score. Burrow's really the only outside threat now. Houston has. They've lost Billy White, Shoes Johnson. Tight ends down.
They're going to run right.
There's a deep throw, and it is way over the head of the intended receiver, Isaac Hagan, who is streaking downfield, being covered by Walt Williams. Second down, 10.
Ricky Burns that time, the halfback, was cheating a little bit to the right side. It looked like he was going to either run right or be involved in a pattern to the right. They threw the ball right, but it was a little bit long and fell incomplete.
You know, Hank, I was talking to Bill Nelson, the quarterback coach, about Doug Williams, about does he have the touches? That is, can now and then he throw a soft one or feather it? And he said, you know, when he tries to feather the ball, it hangs up there, it gets intercepted. He's working on it, and he said he'll get it.
Yeah, no question about it. Here comes a man in motion.
Morris Owens. There's somebody moved, I think, up front for Tampa Bay.
Right guard, I think.
Either the right or the left guard, one of them.
61 offense, false start.
That's the right guard, right there, Hank. False start there by Greg Robert. That's twice he's been called. There he is, and he really moved on it.
He was trying to get a jump. It was a trap play inside. He was trying to get a jump on the double team and just left prematurely and was caught in the act as he was getting off prematurely.
How much did you work with your clubs lining up and getting off the ball? How much did you work on it?
Well, we started every practice with line takeoffs, Kurt, to make sure that we had a good, precise movement off the line of scrimmage, make sure that all the hats were even on a level plane with the line of scrimmage, and then during the course of practice, we spent time getting off the ball against the sled to make sure we did it precisely right.
You always tell a good team when they're synchronized and getting off the ball. Williams fires. That's nearly intercepted. The pass intended for Giles, the tight end. And Jimmy Allen nearly picked it off, number 40 from UCLA. Gallagher had a big rush on Doug Williams. Jimmy Giles, the tight end, has caught 21 this year. He's averaged 15 yards a catch. Excellent for a tight end. And he scored 6 touchdowns.
Boy, he's going to be a super tight end. He's big and he's strong. He's like a loose tackle, only he has the ability and skill of an outside receiver. He blocks well at the point of attack and has the ability to get deep and catch the ball in traffic.
Parkin comes in as a 5th secondary back for the Lions. 3rd down and 15 for Tampa Bay. They're ahead 7-0 early in the second period. Deep drop. Williams throws it away and it's incomplete. He was throwing that one out of desperation. 51, James Harrell. Thought I said the Lions leading 7-0. I didn't. That's the score. Detroit 7, Tampa Bay nothing. And the defense gets a hand as they come to the sidelines. Blanchard, who's averaged 43 yards and 2 punts here, will boot to either John Arnold or Ken Kellicott. Let's see what the Lions do now. They peel back. That's a towering kick. They hope for a... Now it hops in, and it's a touchback. Blanchard now has 19 touchbacks. He leads the National Football League in touchbacks.
You know, one thing you have to be very careful of when you...
Somebody's
legal
went
man
downfield.
Prematurely, I think, yes. One thing that you have to be careful of on synthetic turf is that the ball is going to take a very active bounce, and very rarely will it take a backspin, and normally it'll bounce into the end zone if it does hit the turf inside of the 10.
They're explaining it to the Lions. This means they'll put the ball back on the 47 if the Lions accept the penalty.
Number 86 on the kicking team, ineligibly downfield, refused. First down on the 20-yard line.
Obradovich at tight end was across the line too early.
That was a good call, because there might have been a penalty on the next play and would have given Tampa a chance for a first down. A good call by the Detroit staff.
I'm Cheryl Teague. I feel at home in front of the camera. But behind the camera, I don't know the difference between a lens opening and a Broadway opening. So I rely on my Olympus OM10. My trusty OM10 gets great shots automatically. My OM10 has the smart little red light that tells me when it's okay to shoot. Oh, it's okay to shoot. Hold it, fellas. With Olympus OM10, great shots automatically.
Super automotive values from Sears. Now get the full power of the Sears 48 battery for a full $7 off its regular low price. Now on sale, the Sears 48, $47.99 with trade-in. You save $7. And now America can save money on the best-selling steel-belted radial tire in Sears history. Get them now and save yourself $28 to $60 on a set of 4. At Sears, where America shops for value.
Lions may have won only one game this year, but look at this crowd here. Over 70,000. What would they be if there were 9-1 here? Standing in the aisles. First down, Lions on their own 20. They're ahead in the game, 7-0. 12:42 to play in the half.
See if they run right here.
They are. Rick Kane, he's going nowhere. That was Lewis, who charged across the outside left linebacker to take him number 57. Johnny McKay is very vocal about number 57. He says, show me a better outside linebacker. Well, Houston may argue with Brazil.
But he has a lot of justification to feel that way about David Lewis because, boy, he is really something special.
Second down, 12. Lions on their 18. Scott's to the left. Leonard Thompson's to the right as the wide man. They run right up the middle. That's Bo Robinson to the 21-yard line, and that's all. By the way, this is the first time. You haven't seen number 24 in the game for the Lions. First time that Dexter Bussey has not started a game in 2 years. Monty Clark, the head coach, really shook him up for this one, Hank.
Well, you have to do something to make them play, and if that's what it takes, that's what you have to do. But that's what your job is as the head football coach, to make sure that people play. There you see Bussey, number 24, as a spectator on the sideline.
Third down. Long. Tomlo gets out of the trap. They wrap him up. Well, I tell you, that Selman is something. Wally Chambers was chasing him right into the arms of Leroy Selman.
Selman's like a big octopus out there. He really is. He's all over the place. And he's very hard to outrun, especially to the outside. If you're going to do any business on him, you better do it inside, because you have a very difficult time getting outside of any way on Leroy Selman.
Look at that strength. He reached out there with one arm and planked him down. Punt formation, Swider. That's the 8th sack of the season for Leroy Selman. He leads Tampa Bay in getting to the quarterback, and that was our first sack of the game. We've had no turnovers. He just got it away. He was rushed on that one. Pretty good hop. Reese takes it on his 40. Keeps going. Look at that. Boy, that's some real running. That play looked like he would be stopped cold in his tracks. And he came back and made 9 yards out of it. All right, we'll be back. Tampa Bay's ball when we return. 10:21 to go. 7-0 Lions.
The way to financial opportunity is sometimes filled with risk. But somewhere, there are good, solid ways to go. And our ability to put you on strong, solid ground is simply unavailable at any other investment firm. Merrill Lynch, a breed apart.
First, you Yankee chaps took our dear old Queen Mary. Then you had the unmitigated gall to take our London Bridge. Now you've taken our Quiet. Your 1980 Ford LTD was tested against our Rolls-Royce for Quiet in a scrupulously fair test over identical roads at identical speeds. British fairness forces me to admit that your LTD was just as quiet as our Rolls-Royce. Is there nothing left of the empire?
Ford LTD, as quiet as a Rolls-Royce.
Next Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, the CBS Sports Spectacular. It's the 3rd installment of the Battle of the NFL Cheerleaders, plus the Mr. Universe Bodybuilding Championship and more. You'll say you saw it on CBS Sports.
For late joiners, Detroit took the opening kickoff, marched 68 yards for a touchdown. Bo Robinson went over 7 yards for the score, and that's been it. Tampa Bay on their own 48 with a first down. Doug Williams, out it goes to the 50. And they go for the first down. Jerry Eckwood caught that pass out in the right flat. Scampered for the first down before he was pulled down by James Harrell, the outside linebacker. It'll be on the 38-yard line of the Lions. 7-7, still tied, the Cardinals and the Redskins.
You know, interesting that time, Kurt, they had 5 linemen in the game at one time that time and 1 less linebacker trying to stop the run on first down. Now they're back to their normal look with 4 linemen, 3 linebackers, and 4 defensive backs.
First down for the Buccaneers. Ricky Bell. He may have a couple of yards. Ricky Bell averaging just under 5 yards a carry, has scored 8 touchdowns. Dave Gallagher hits him. Well, the Chargers are on the board. Now, here, look at Seattle over Cleveland, 13-0. I think the most amazing statistic of the season was last week. Minus, what was it, 7 yards net offense and 1 first down for Seattle against the Rams.
That's not just for the season. That's in the history of football, I think.
I never heard of anything
like
like that. Especially Seattle, they can move the ball. Rick Burns falling over the 35 to the 34-yard line of the Lions. And number 75 gets to him, Dave Purifoy. Well, they have a third down on the 34. They need to get to the 28. So it's 3rd and 6. Coming in now is Dave Parkin. Gary Cobb, also a linebacker, in for defensive measures. Every down's a different game now in the National Football League.
Situation substitution has taken over the game.
And we have a whistle on that. May be delay of the game. Too long getting that play off. Clock had run down to 0, I think, before the ball snap.
I think Doug Williams was deliberating about changing the play at the line of scrimmage, but he didn't feel he had enough time, didn't do so. But in the process, waited too long anyhow and got caught for too much time in the huddle.
Offensive, delay, 3rd down.
Well, that makes it 3rd down, a little over 10 yards to go. The Redskins go ahead of the Cardinals 10-7 on a field goal in the 2nd period. Third and 10. Incomplete to Ricky Bell. Right on him was Walt Williams, number 21.
He picked the wrong man to throw through that time. Ricky Bell was in the flat, but right behind him was Jimmy Giles, 88, who was wide open and would have made the first down easily had the ball been thrown to him, and of course had he caught the ball. But that was the run he should have. He was the one he should have thrown the ball to instead of Ricky Bell.
Twice Tampa Bay's moved inside the 40-yard line of the Lions, but then they stall and sputter. Blanchard to punt now. Arnold and Calicut are the safety men. Try to hang that one up, and it is going to be a touchback. Lions will have the ball. First down on their own 20-yard line. When we return here at the Silver Dome in Pontiac. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Lions 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Some guys never learn. They're still taking it on the chin. Gotcha. Norelco offers the Norelco rotary razor. Not 1 or 2 blades, but 36 blades inside 3 adjustable floating heads and a unique shaving angle for a very close shave without a nick or cut. So say hello to the Norelco rotary razor and say goodbye to Gotcha.
We're not just a couple of animals who can only play football. We can be civilized, too.
Tennis is sophisticated, but you still got to be fast on your feet. So we still drink light beer from Miller. It's got 1/3 less calories than the regular beer, and it's less filling.
And it really tastes great.
Now that we played singles, we're looking for a nice, friendly game of doubles.
Tennis, anyone?
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Tonight on CBS, 60 Minutes at Archie Bunker's place. One day at a time, Alice, the Jeffersons, and finally Trapper John M.D. You'll enjoy it tonight on CBS. Lions are enjoying a 7-0 lead on an opening drive after the opening kickoff. They're on their own 20 with a first down.
See if they come right.
Trying to get over their right tackle, Rick Kane. Richard Wood, former USC All-American, met him there with some help from Randy Crowder, number 71. They lost. Tampa Bay is one of the best defensive teams in the National Football League. That's right, 82, the Super Bowl here, as we said earlier. And CBS will be here to televise the game in 82.
You mentioned how good Tampa was defensively. Their second total defense, 5 against the run, 1 against the pass.
It's excellent. Comlo puts it up. He's got him. Scott coming across. Fred Scott. He's their best receiver. They have the first down on the 39-yard line. Brown and Cotney tackled him.
A pocket pass. Comlo goes back into the pocket nicely. Steps up into the pocket, throws inside to Fred Scott, who runs a turn-in pattern on the right cornerback, Mike Washington. It had to be right on the money. It was right at the numbers. A big play for the Detroit Lions.
Let's spot that ball in the 38. Scott has caught 4 passes so far for 73 yards. 100-yard gains by wide receivers are commonplace this year.
See if he sends a man in motion this time. No, he doesn't. Reverse.
Oh, right in there. David Lewis, 57, on Rick Kane. Kane was going to hand the ball off to Gene Washington. Coming right at you, number 18. He never got the chance. Luckily, he didn't. He might have fumbled it.
Yeah, he almost gave it to Lewis. He was blitzing on the play. There he is. A beautiful tackle and a good read, but that they guessed right defensively by blitzing the linebacker that time. Here he comes around on the reverse. It was intended to be a reverse, but before he could make the exchange, David Lewis made the sack, and that was the end of the play.
They lost 7. Second down, 17. On their own 31-yard line. They started on their 38. Too high, nearly intercepted, but not quite. Number 34 deflected it away, Cedric Brown. He thinks he should have caught it, but watch, this is tough.
Yeah, Leonard Thompson goes right down, gets good depth, breaks to the inside. There you see it. The ball is thrown over the top. He didn't really make a very good effort. He didn't come up with both hands.
Third down. Piling out, Dexter Bussey gets to the 35. Again, the crowd boos for the Lions not passing on third down and long, and they'll have a 4th down and 13.
The last time they were in 3rd and long, they ran exactly the same play. It was a delayed draw play. They ran it the last time on 3rd and long, and again this time, and didn't succeed in making much yardage. But all they're concerned about really is moving the ball up the field a little bit to get better kicking position.
Swider punting in this game, same as his seasonal average. Danny Reese, the safety man. 5:15 to play and a half. 7-0 Detroit. And they went after him, and it's a bad kick. It's shanked out of bounds. They really put the rush on him. In there, number 45 for Tampa Bay was Jarris White. And he made him hurry that kick. And Tampa Bay will have the ball in the last 5 minutes of the half in good operating position. 7-0 Detroit.